What's up, YouTube? Hey, I'm Sean's Locks, and today I want to show you one of my clients who hasn't had a retwist in 2 months. I really pride myself on making sure that my parts stay neat and very clean. I do pride myself on my natural products as well. That helps keep them so well and clean. But here's my product. It's what I use. So my rose water, I spray that in, get it nice and moist, make sure it gets to the scalp and the locks, and then I come in and I put in the all-natural hair growth oils. Named it after my grandmother because she kind of forced me to make it. So let's get into this retwist. We're gonna start retwisting it. I sped it up just because I didn't think you guys could see this part, but I want you to kind of like look at my hands movement and just, if you can catch it, you can see a little bit of it. I am going to slow down just in a moment, but I want to make sure I can get closer towards the camera because, I'm a big guy and it wasn't enough room for me in the camera. I got to make sure see, as you can see, look, it wasn't enough room. I had to debo my space. I got to clear it up. I brought you guys in. Boom. See? This is what I do. Now, as you see, I done slowed it down. I don't really reach in. I just sweep over the hair. I brush it. I bring it out, comb it up just a few times, and then you just twist it a few times. You take that loose hair that was there, you wrap it back in. I go back in with that comb and lock it into place, and then I put it down. Now, you want to make sure that you do not over twist. You want to make sure that you do not twist it too tight. If you do feel it kind of tightening up, or you see how it's kind of like curling a little bit, then you want to stop and twist it, or just untwist it just a little bit and then come back in. But really the wrapping method is the best method for me. When it gets to like the smaller locks that there's no loose hair or nothing, I just kind of just like twist it, palm roll it in. But these ones here, they were really simple. There was nothing wrong. So, and then make sure, especially if you have a male client, make sure that you leave enough space so that the barber doesn't cut into the lock. So I kind of brush the front down. As you saw earlier, I brushed the front down to make sure that the barber sees that the lock is there, but the hair is brushed, combed down out of the way so they can get a clearer shot. It's all you want to make sure. So I don't know. It's not really much else I can really talk about, but I guess I can give y'all some story time because I made this video so long. So here we go, story time. So I'm a little goofy, so I'm sorry about that, y'all. So let me just tell y'all this. So I had a client come in a while ago and they asked to get their hair fixed. I said, okay, cool. They told me they wanted certain kind of parts. As I was doing the person's hair, I looked and I said, hey, you don't have square parts here. And they was like telling me like, y'all don't like the parts. And I said, cool. So what I'll do is I'll comb out part of the hair and I'll just, I'll give you kind of discounts. They were young. I was like, I'll go ahead and I'll fix it for you. And I'll do what I got to, just make sure we straight. So we clean it all up. I get it all nice. It's all squared up, mostly squared up as good as I could get. Because, they moved a lot in my chair. So, but if you can see these, I started these locks. You see how like pristine these parts are? Like, these are awesome. You gotta boast yourself up sometimes. I'm sorry, y'all. So anyway, so I cleaned it all up. They came a few times, got their hair done. I just noticed they stopped showing up. I'm like, okay, I'm not too worried. It takes a while for you to come back. It ain't been like 4-5 months. She finally pops back up. What calls me and says, hey, yeah, my girl combed my locks out. They cut them out. They said they weren't even. They said this and that. They weren't growing even or something like that. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, why didn't you just call me? We could have like trimmed you up, or we could have just like, cause hair don't grow even, or we could have figured out what was wrong. We could have probably fixed that. But okay. They're like, yeah, but I don't like how it looks now, and I want to know if I can come in and get some repairs done. I'm like, all right, cool. We'll check you out. Come and get the repairs done. Hold on. Y'all see that? You see how they do that? And here's a wrap. Watch that in the comb. Lay it down. All right, so she comes in to get the repairs. As I'm in the back, I go, how do you? She goes, I didn't like the other parts that were done. I said, okay, cool. I did those parts. Now, mind you, I'm just listening. I say, but you like these parts? She says, yes. So to let y'all know before I go any further, the reason why I went across with the comb like I did is because I seen where the hair was supposed to go. So if you notice, I didn't rip any hair apart. I just knew, see, it's a piece of hair in the way. So back to the story. So she comes in. You gotta laugh at yourself. So she comes in. All right, so my bad. Look right there. See how I slowly move that out the way? Just a little piece of hair just in the way, and you just sweep, move across, twist it, and you're gonna take the hair, you're gonna wrap it around, and then you take that comb, lock it in place. As you notice, I'm twisting, but not twisting too much for the root to be too tight. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the story, y'all. Hold on, it's about to get juicy. It's about to get juicy. See, I gotta move that hair out the way, move it, make sure it's clean. I want to make sure as much hair stays in the lock that it started in as much as possible. So that's the whole point of me making sure I do it that way. You know, sometimes the client might scratch a little bit, get some loose hair, or because the hair entangles in itself when it's growing, and then just walk around let it hang, it will sometimes, entangle itself, and then when we pull it apart, you get some loose ends, and you just have to put those loose pieces back in. But for the most part, as you can see, my product helps with the itching, it helps with the scratching, it helps moisturize the lock in the it helps moisturize the lock in the roots. I got distracted in my own video, like, ooh, them parts, baby. Okay, listen to this. And then I get ready to style it. So we just make sure that he wanted to do half up, half down. So we're doing barrels to the back, and then we're going to do rope twists in the back. So what I don't do when I do the rope twist in the back, I don't put a rubber band at the base of it. I put it at the, I take that last piece of hair, which I'm going to show you. Hopefully I show you this one. I'm not sure if I show you, but, excuse me, I'm getting a phone call. So I just take this last piece of hair and I wrap it down. And so then I'm going to just take this other piece. Eventually, I think they call it back. What am I doing? What are you talking about? Come on, Sean. Okay, get your hands going. There we go. Wrap it across. It was, we're going to take that piece down there. And we're going to put them two together, and you're just going to twist them like the rope twist. You don't want to do that part too tight, because I do it tight enough, but not super tight. And this is how I do mine to keep the rubber bands from not having to make it look scrunched down when I'm doing the half up, half down, and I just rope it down. But anyway, here we go. Back to the story at hand. So she comes in and she talks about all that, blah, 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 da, da, da. So I'm like, okay, so you did like the parts? She says, yeah. She says, no, I want to redo them. My girl says uneven. And I'm listening. Okay. I'm a little offended. I will say that. But I'm not to the point where it's like, I'm about to mess this up. Like, nah. So I start doing her hair after we shampooed it. She gets in the chair and I'm looking at the parts. I'm like, well, these aren't square parts. And she goes, oh yeah, I know. But can we fix those? I said, you didn't like the ones I did, right? She said, no. I said, did you like the ones she did, how she did it before I started getting into it? And she was like, yeah, I like how she did the parts. I said, so you like the parts you have? I was like, because you don't have regular parts. Like you have long parts, square parts, you got triangle parts, you got all kind of parts. So she's like, yeah, they look nice. I said, okay, so you like it? I said, well, this is what we'll do. I said, we'll fix what you don't like on the top, but you never said nothing about fixing all the parts. I said, all this got to be combed out, and I'm not combing all this out again, and I'm not giving a discount. So she's like, okay, well, we can go ahead and do it. I said, okay, fine. I started twisting it. I'm still asking the whole time, you like these parts? Because they not right. I'm going to tell you now, you're not going to like the parts. So I get down, we dry it off. She comes back, start taking out. I tell her the price, and she goes, "Oh, I can't." I'm like, "What you doing?" Oh, she goes, "Oh, I don't like it. This and that." First question was, "Where is the middle part?" And I said, "You didn't have a middle part." And she goes, "Oh, I don't like this." I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna tell you, but your price is such and such." They look back and they say, "But I don't like it." I'm like, "Here go my phone. She goes, "Well, send me the request." So I give her the phone to do the request. Has me my phone back, and I'm like, it says cancel, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on. I don't know." And I ain't figured out. I'm just like, what? I'm just like, so I was like, okay, they're not gonna pay, but what you're not gonna do, walk out here with that style. So I go to the back, they yanking their hair out, just pulling the parts out, pulling to they got a fro in their head now. Oh, I don't like it. I'm taking it out. I said, well, first of all, the parts wasn't my fault, so I don't know what I'm doing. And secondly, don't forget to send me money. She, oh yeah, I'm about to sit in right now. I just don't know what's going on. I go out there and I sit down and I look. I start looking through the Cash App. I'm like, did this heifer just block me on Cash App? Did you make me block you on Cash App? On my Cash App? I'm like, okay. She gonna run across the room. So I need to go get cash. I said right there, I said, oh, she ain't coming back. They are not coming back. And I said, now I hope you don't come back. Because I only want the money when you come back. I don't, because you trying to get me to fix some stuff that somebody else that messed up for the second time that I fixed the first time. I'm not fixing it again so you can go back and come back and tell me my stuff messed up again. Girl, I know my part's good, because baby, y'all see these? Y'all see these? Do you see these parts? I started these. Look at that. Perfect retwist every time. Every time he comes, he gets the perfect retwist. And get this. He's taking the hair down before he washes it. And that's a month. Okay? He done went 2 months with this one. And y'all saw the parts on that one. So you tell me who the liar in the room is. I'm crazy. That's why he laughing. Because he know I'm saying something crazy. I probably said something crazy doing this shop. But y'all, that's the story. I hope y'all enjoyed the rest of this retwist. Well, I think I'm done actually. So I'm glad y'all listened. I'm glad y'all was here. I'm glad you guys were engaged. I hope you learned something. You can check out my products on my website at shawnslocs.com. That's SHAWLOCS.com. High moment. So y'all go check that out. Let me know what y'all think about the style and the products inside the comments. Yeah, you guys see a little bit of build up. He does in a detox. He has not had a detox since he started, which was 2 years ago. So y'all know just everyday dust and stuff in the scalp and whatever. So we just gotta do a detox on him. So yo, God bless y'all. See y'all later. Thank y'all for watching. My dog is over here with me. I'm trying to do a voiceover. She's trying to get in the camera like I'm talking on live to somebody. Like, girl, don't nobody care that you live with me. Love y'all. I mean it. Check out my other pages. I got Instagram at Sean's Locks. At Sean's Locks _mobile bus. And y'all can check out my TikTok. That's Sean's Locks. Everything pops up as Cornelius. You can probably Google me. Go to Google search. Type in Sean's Locks, or y'all can type in Cornelius. I'm pretty sure they both gonna pop up together. But yeah, Google your boy. He Googleable. Yeah, did y'all know that? I didn't know that. I knew it. I did. I just those things. But y'all, check us out. All right, bye. Another one this way. Oh yeah.